What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Last episode we worked on getting ourselves set up with a nice starter base. We haven't done a lot of extra work on the home base, I'm not gonna lie to you. All I've actually worked on is a path that's gonna be needed to be terraformed over here for our mine over here. But I think so far we have an idea down for what the terraforming is going to look like. I'm not very good at terraforming, but I'm hoping I'm able to come up with something that looks a little bit good. For today's episode, what I want to work on is an entrance into our mine area. I think this spot here is a perfect location to actually build a hobbit hole that's going to be able to store or some of the resources that we get, maybe a bulk storage for some of the stone that we collect when we're down there, or deep slate that we collect when we're down there, or some storage for other things. I'm not really certain, but I think some bulk storage is also going to be necessary for this little base area. With that being said, I think our very first goal of today's episode is to actually clear this up a little bit to the point where we're able to run down here and up without any sort of issues. We're going to need some cobblestone stairs. That's what I've used on the right side. I think we're gonna keep that for now, or we can turn it into change it into deep slate, because I do have a ridiculous amount of deep slate as well. So there's options for what we can use to make this look better. An additional portion of our mine was actually made on this side of things because I actually wanted to do a little bit more mining off camera. So I dug all the way down to -58, I believe, on this little staircase here, which we'll also have to dig out to get into our diamond mine area. And as you can see, I've dug a lot of things out. This is going to be our main area for mining, mostly because it allows us to get diamonds down at the deeper levels of the world. So I've dug out the entire mine shaft that leads us down to our diamond level, and I've also made some stairs that are going to go ahead and place down to make a staircase that leads us all the way up to the top. Alright guys, so this is fully staired up. The staircase is completely filled through from top to bottom. We are fully prepared to actually start decorating the entire area around it. Now, idea wise, I do have some thoughts of how I kind of want this decorated. I'm not certain if it's going to be plausible, but we'll have to see exactly how this is going to work out for us. But to begin with, stick with me here, because this is gonna look a little bit weird. I'm gonna have something like this, right? This is just to have a little bit of a separation between the door, but I think it's gonna work fine. So let me go grab some resources here to try and start on an entrance to the mine here. So I've gone ahead and placed down some forming blocks to actually show what the interior of the hobbit hole is going to look like that leads into our mine. I think getting this set up and building the hobbit hole is going to definitely help us create a look that's going to allow us to see exactly what we want to show for our hobbit hole, right? Since this is going to be the entrance right here, we're probably going to have like the actual wall that covers the hobbit hole right here, just to line it up a little bit towards the wall and just bring out this dirt mountain hill over the hobbit hole entirely. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. I'm gonna keep working on this off camera just to go ahead and build it through and bring you guys back in once we have something good to look at. I've loaded up our world on a test world just to be able to see a flying view, a downwards view of our world so far. Now, if you took a look over here, this is the beginning of the hobbit hole that I've got planned here. It does look pretty good. I don't have any plans of adding a second one over here. I think it would look good to add a second one, but so far this does have the intentions that I want it to have. Of course, there's a bunch of greenery that is missing in addition to here that could definitely spruce this area up a little bit, but for now the bare bones look pretty good. I also added some terrain on here. I went ahead and added this little connection in here. If we go into the base and we take a look, you can see like I just covered the mountain up a little bit with some dirt just to have a nice flow happening. Now on this side, what's gonna happen is this is gonna have to connect into here. It's also funny if you take a look, this grass is a lot bluer or greener than this grass over here. It's like a mountain grass compared to a plains grass, I guess. We're in an odd location here. It's like this one spot is not Cherry Grove, and in fact it's like plains. That surprised me. But I placed down some dirt here to have a nice, again, flow connected to the mountain over here, trying to go ahead and cover this entire area up. Of course, we could have moved this back a little bit just to have the entire thing covered, but I think it's more beneficial to have a nice open space over here that's going to be able to help us out for placing down blocks. I think this is going to go down by a little bit, and then we're going to be able to have a nice storage system on the side over here. Now if we take a look over here, this is going to need a lot more work, especially since I kind of want to have this connecting to our path over here. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to have to start digging out a little bit of this mountain just to go ahead and connect it better. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back side of the mountain, but for now, this is, I think that's a later issue. But I want things to look good from a specific spot, you know. As soon as like you're coming this way, right, you're coming, you're able to see a nice overall view of what our starting location is going to be like. All right, time to give you guys an update on the work I've done on our little mineshaft hobbit hole. If we take a look around, that's too much zoomed in. If you take a look around, you can see that I've gone ahead and built in our storage system, not storage system, but storage right here for all of the blocks that we're going to be collecting down in the mine. I haven't finished the work on here. It's probably going to look something like this. As you can see, it's a very simple design. I have the tough blocks, tough stairs, and then some of the regular tough at the very top. Stuff bricks, I believe they're called, and that's really much it. I've used the combination of the birch stairs, birch, what do you call it, shelves, birch trapdoor, and so on and so forth all around to bring this together all the way, right? It's pretty tight in here, not too much space. I think we can expand if we need to down this direction and in this direction. We just need to place some blocks down, nothing too crazy. And I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. It does the job exactly how we want it. We can go into any chest that we choose. If I could see it, well, oops, that needs to be changed. Okay, so yeah, we can go into the chest now, the top row at least. But as you can see, we're just going to be able to fill in as much cobblestone or deep slate that we get into these chests here and not take in any more over in our house storage. On top of that, if we go out here, I've gone ahead and smoothed out the terrain on this side of the path. This side is still a little bit of a mess, but if we take a look from this looky here, from this spot, you can see this is looking out pretty good. It's coming together pretty good, I think. So all I did was actually smooth this out just a little bit. I extended the grass out and try to make it as curvy as possible and giving a lot of space for somebody to walk over and jump. I'm not really certain how well this is. This could be a lot better, but honestly, I don't do terraforming as often as other people or as much as I should. So this is pretty good so far. And I also brought, as you can see, I brought up the dirt on this side and just leveled it up a little bit. I think this piece of the mountain is going to have to go, especially if you take a look around. It's just a smooth downhill aspect on this mountain. This side of the mountain, I think it needs to exist on this side as well. Now, the next thing we do have to worry about is this down mine shaft. Is that this downstairs mine shaft? This whatever. All right, we gotta go ahead and fix this up too. I'm thinking of carrying this pink down all the way to the very bottom. This is gonna be a lot. We're up 112 blocks here, and we have to go down to like -58. So it's gonna take a lot of resources and a lot of gathering. So I'm gonna do that off camera and start this as well, and bring you guys back when I've done a little bit of progress. Oh man, happy New Year's everybody. I want to say thank you guys for watching the couple videos I've made during this year, and I hope this 2026 brings about a lot more energy, a lot more fun, a lot more joyfulness to for everybody actually. So, as you can see, I've done something a little different. I've worked on a mob spawner. I took a little break from building our little mine down from our hobbit hole because I kind of need experience, and I need to make a way to experience or enchant our diamond tools. Okay, I keep breaking and I'm going through them like crazy. So I thought, what's the best way to do that? To get a skeleton farm built and ready to go, using that to actually get ourselves set up and getting experience. Now, the way I have this set is that I have these guys falling on dripstone, so it actually takes care of their health pretty well, right? I think they're dropping like 8 blocks, which is 16 blocks in total, because the dripstone doubles their fall damage. Doubles the fall damage that they get. So I think it's more. Oh, that's my caps lock. But yeah, now they're 1-hit kill for a diamond sword and a 2-hit kill off an iron spear. Now, when we get to making our diamond spear and actually putting like sharpness whatever and lunge whatever on there, it actually is going to do a lot more damage on there. Now there is one thing I do got to make sure is happening, and it's that things are spawning. I'm not certain because sometimes it does it's a little difficult. Minecraft is a bit of a finicky thing when it comes to spawning things, especially when you're close to things like this. This is a deep dark that I found while digging this out. Please don't blow up. He blew up. And he revealed diamonds. Thank you, bud. Okay, we do got to be careful. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the deep dark, especially when it comes to survival Minecraft. The lion does not concern himself with the lack of leather to complete his enchanting setup. The lion is lying. The lion is concerned. Where are the cows? Oh man, Editor Alpha here. I seem to have forgotten to show you guys what the end result was for our enchanting area and our mob farm. So, I think it's time we have to show you guys. As you can see, we got our setup here. This is a level 30 enchanting setup here. I have my grindstone up there just to remove enchants as we get them. This is still working exactly the same. I went ahead and designed it a little bit. Nothing too crazy. You can see that it's just some deep slate, cobble deep slate with our bedrock, and on the back wall we have the cobble deep slate with some smooth tough blocks, nothing crazy. And on the side over here we have our chest. I've gone ahead and tried to separate a couple of the things we get on here. As you can see, we got some armor, we getting some arrows, bones, and bows right here. So as things come around, I just stand over here, and that allows the spawner to actually activate, and that's able to bring all the skeletons down to our killing chamber right here. But yeah, this is the look that we went for. Everything looks good, it works good, and yeah. Alright lads, we are reaching the end of today's episode. I'm running out of time and I kind of want to get this ready for Monday. So I've gone ahead and done some work on the back here over by our staircase, and I wanted to show you guys what the entire flow of what it's supposed to look like and the plans I have to continue this. Alright, so let's jump right into it. So I want to give you guys the look as you go down the staircase. You can see that it really encloses the area and gives you a focal point of going down into the mine, and it's really helpful for that. I have this little break in here because I kind of want to have a sort of like exterior portion to the staircase where this is like some sort of lush underground area with some moss, maybe some clay, maybe of that drip leaves, whatever they're called. But I haven't put into or fleshed out the entire idea here, so I'm not really certain what I'm gonna do. You can see this leads into a mini cave, so there's a lot of things we could do out here. I just haven't put it together what we're gonna do. This is definitely gonna need like some sort of support beams on here. That's definitely gonna help out. This guy's gonna be annoying. Hello there. Hello. Yes. Ow. Yes. You wanna fight me? Yes, I know. Oh, he gave me a carrot. I don't want it. Okay, but as I was saying, there's going to be some more support beams that come around just to really help this out and make it feel as if it's supported and strong. That's what really matters here, and it's like structurally sound. But yeah, as we continue on, you can see like I kept the design the same. Nothing is going to change until we reach the very bottom where we're going to have a break again where that leads into a cave system. So that is the look that we are going for here. This needs a torch somewhere. I'm gonna have to hide those. I'm gonna have to hide that torch somehow, some way. I'm gonna figure it out. But as you can see, everything we've done as of today for today's episode is gorgeous. I think I like the entire Hobbit hole idea. It's fully fleshed out. We have dirt covering it. We have a nice blend into the landscape here. I think everything is going to work out perfectly fine. I'm so excited for the continuation of this series. Guys, if you have any more ideas for what we could do for episode 3, please go ahead and put it down in the description below. Any ideas on how to spruce this area up, I'm taking all ideas in the comments down below. I'm really happy that you guys have enjoyed this series so far. Episode 1 has had an immense support, and I really am thankful. Thank you guys for everybody who has commented down below. That is so nice of you guys, and for all that's joined. There's like 14 of you guys that have joined so far on the channel. I am so happy for you guys to be here. Thank you again for subscribing. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did enjoy this video. Hopefully I see you guys next time. Bye bye. And if you guys are looking for the texture pack and add-ons that I'm using for this series, they're all linked down in the description below.